Welcome back to the Buckethead and King Show.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's hard being Buckethead and the King. I'm just letting y'all know. You just can't start at the top. Buckethead and the King is not no breakfast.
And the King's popping his collar.
I pop my collar.
Go against a team.
That's
you don't have to hate nobody. Just dislike them a little bit.
We're gonna do some run-on sentences. We're gonna mess around and say won't when it's gonna be a different won't. And do not try to call up here and try to check us either. Cause I'm telling y'all right now, can't nobody beat us bragging on us.
Yeah, don't nobody like to talk more about themselves than Buckethead and the King does.
Don't ever forget that I got my newspaper clip in my wallet.
Welcome back to another edition of High School Prime Time, the Buckethead and King Show. You know, guys, we're me and the King are blessed.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but we're blessed, definitely blessed to have you guys as an audience and people talking around town. And it's crazy how blessed we are just have this opportunity to come on here and just talk show enough, smack, and whatever else you want to call it.
Yeah.
And to be able to do that but we, loving kids give us a platform.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, we can't. I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else but you, brother.
Hey, and I appreciate that. I feel the same way, Scott. Let me tell you something. Being able to come on here and talk about kids and sports and what's going on in this world out here, it needs to be done.
It does.
I think me and you doing it, it's the best way to do it. Because hey, we're not gonna sugarcoat it. Some people they can't say that on TV. Man. What? We're just telling the truth.
Well, I mean, really, what kind of show you got if you give in to social media,
bullies.
Whatever it is, bullies,
Yeah.
and doing things, whatever they call it. I can't remember what the word is because I can't think of words.
You're gonna mess it up. Go ahead.
I'll mess it up if I say it. But the word I'm trying to say is, we're not politically correct.
Yeah,
That's the word I almost messed it up. But we got it.
You got it.
We got it.
I'm proud of you.
But I mean, that's one thing that you can say about us is we're not politically correct.
Don't call up here trying to get us correct.
And we struggled in English and math.
Struggle.
So don't get us because we you've seen the best lead into anybody's show. People tried and like you said, you can't start at the top.
Yeah,
I mean, and we're gonna make some run-on sentences and use won't when it's supposed to be another won't. Just don't call up here and check us for that.
Please don't. Cause we try to let you know it's going down like that, man. We real people.
Real.
I mean, we're not them ones that.
I mean, if you watched our show last week, you can tell we were real.
Player.
And some people would probably been scared to tackle what we tackled last week.
It's a lot of them like that.
But we wasn't scared.
We didn't go to Harvard.
No, Oliver wasn't on stage last week.
No, we don't say pardon me. Do you have any of the great pecan? We got mustard.
Oliver and Chandler wasn't on the
You know what? Oh man!
Yeah. Not Oxford, England. Oxford, Alabama, baby.
Right around that
hands.
deep down in the South. No. We ain't talking about across that water.
I know what I want to do. I'll give a shout out to the Oxford Police Department. I got to go ahead and give that shout out just because they know. But we always, especially, I want to say it today.
Well, they're my people.
Yeah.
You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry. I won't even be in town to feed them this 4th of July. I know I'm going to feed them. I won't be in town because I got to go get me a break. But I've been feeding the chief here for the past three weeks.
Well, he's been
coming to get that cash.
You had some people rolling up in there. You had some. I seen.
What you see?
I seen you had coach in there. What coach say to you?
Head coach from Sac. I want you jumping ahead now. Cause we're gonna talk about that tonight.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, I'll let Coach Freeney out right now.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to him, but we're gonna talk about something that me and him talked about, and you're gonna love it. Okay. But to get back to Chief Partridge now. Now I'm thinking about naming a dish after him, cause I'm telling you right now, he coming up there eating fish like, hey, He putting you to shame, buddy.
Is he really?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
well, good. I'm glad to hear you. Somebody else, you quit talking
He
about
eating
me.
it. Hey, listen, my mother-in-law was talking about me and you the other day, and she had good things to say.
I was just say, was it good or bad before you go any
Oh,
further?
she loves some Buckethead now. Yeah, I'm telling you, what did I tell you? She said something like, y'all on point down there, Buckethead.
You said we was on point. Now look,
Miss Jackson.
yeah, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
Oh, go ahead on, Miss Jackson. Oh, you gonna get me kid? Yeah.
Don't miss an opportunity now, Mr. Jackson.
Great opportunity.
Great opportunity. Don't miss a great opportunity because anytime you can turn the TV on and Buckethead Kings on, that's a great opportunity. Don't miss
Don't
one.
miss that, Miss
Don't
Jackson.
miss it now. Great opportunity.
I'll tell you.
I know I say that all the time. I hear somebody else say that all the time. Don't miss
she
a great
said-
opportunity.
Oh, them her words. Matter of fact, I know when I leave out of here, she gonna send some paperwork to me.
She wants some dollars
She wants
for
some
that.
dollars for us using them words.
Come on, Miss Jackson.
Oh, she ain't playing. She just send it to you in the mail, baby.
Come on, Miss Jackson.
Oh.
You gotta let us ride with that every now and
Yeah,
then.
we're gonna just use it just a little bit. Not
Just a
lot.
little bit.
Hey man, I know Eric said he got something for us today. That Florida and that LSU baseball game. That
The
man,
series was unbelievable.
Yes.
You have a nail biter to
Yeah.
start it off.
That's right.
Then you get a beat down on Sunday, and then a beat down on Monday. And I want to tell you though, before we get to that video, how do you mentally prepare yourself after you took that beat down the second game? How do you mentally prepare yourself to come back the next day and play like they played? Like when we're talking about the LSU Tigers,
Yeah.
how they played on last night.
To me, you asking me the personal question. I'm like, that in order for you to come back the next day and play that way, you have to have in your mind that you know you deserve to be there, and you deserve to be there and play like you deserve to be there. 'Cause at that point right there, no one is gonna give it to you. You got to get out there and take that, and that's what they done.
They
Hey, they played good ball.
Now I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing about it is, and what I like the most about it is they didn't even throw big guy. Everybody was saying, is Sting gonna come in? Is he gonna be the pitcher? Because this guy is 6'6", 250 pounds, throw 102 mile an hour like he's throwing a 70 mile an hour
Like that boy
fastball.
from Texas.
It's crazy that he can look so effortless and throw the ball like that. But he was on it. Crazy now. Now look, I ain't getting on you, big dog.
Gonna get on
I
it.
ain't getting on you, big
Go
dog.
on,
Keep
get
it
on.
real.
Keep it real. Then.
5 days rest.
Come on now.
You should have came in there throwing
Come on now.
5 days rest.
That's a lot of rest.
Man, who wants 5 days rest?
Not when it's on the line. I don't need no 5 days.
I
You
said,
got-
Coach, I'll pitch Saturday, Sunday, and Monday if you need me to.
I'm on. You want it in your hand.
I mean,
But they don't start. They don't mess around here and made some little cotton out of some of these kids now. They don't got. Look how I'm doing it. They got a little cotton. They got a little soft.
Yeah.
That's why I say right now, go back to some old school raising. Put these kids outside. They can't be out there. Play outside playing in the water. What the little water thing they got at the little splash parks and stuff like that. And we had to get the hose pipe. Drink that hose pipe water too, cause it's hot.
I seen that today. This was the hydration beverage of choice back in the day. Water coming out of the hose pipe.
There you go.
I mean, that's the truth now. Back in the day, we that's how we did it.
You're gonna go in there. Let me tell you something. First thing you're not gonna be able to do. You're not gonna go in Big Mama house, let her air out. You're not gonna go in there and open her refrigerator up 100 times. You're not gonna go in there and get a cup and put some ice in it and get some water. Think you're gonna drink. You're gonna drink that hot water out there at that faucet.
What she always say? In and out, boy. In and out.
Make up your mind.
In and out.
That's what she gonna
Come
say.
on here one more time.
Please,
Open that screen door one more time.
boy. You wouldn't open it neither. You wouldn't open it. So these kids, that's what I'm
If I
talking
had to go to the bathroom, I'm going to the neighbor's house.
Miss-
I ain't feeling well.
So, well, listen, back in them days, the good old days, man. I'll tell you something. I miss those great grandparents and the granddad them. You get stung by a bee, they pull that little dip out of there. and
Now, it
put
wasn't
that
no
on
tobacco,
there.
it was a deal. It was those snuff.
Yeah, snuff.
Granny snuff. Not granny snuff, not granddaddy snuff.
Yeah. Put that old snuff on that steam.
Yeah.
Get on back out there and play. You'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Quit that crying, son.
You know, right now, ants bite them, they got to go to the hospital.
Yeah, they're breaking out in something,
Yeah.
they're allergic or something. What's wrong with people? What?
The
Now,
government.
you got to talk about grandma, and I got hungry immediately.
Ooh.
Because there wasn't a time go by.
Ooh.
Some fatback,
Ooh.
some cat head biscuits.
Shut your mouth.
Was
fucking
always sitting on that stove all day long. And no
Say
matter what
what?
time you went in, you get it and just, oh, yeah. You
know what to do.
And she loved, boy.
Had that old yellow label syrup sitting up there.
Yeah.
That little butter in that,
Yeah.
that syrup.
If you
And,
got there quick enough and lucky enough,
Hot.
and me and Dennis Allen talking about this, you got there early enough, you got that old hot butter big
Yeah.
cat head biscuit. Woo. And she made her homemade jellies, that apple jelly. Son, that apple jelly will
Yeah.
melt in your mouth. And I'm mad because my grandmother passed on, and nobody
what.
can make her apple jelly like she made it.
I don't get mama started. Your mama pretty good cook.
She's a great cook, but she'll tell you she can't make that apple jelly like my grandmother can.
Well, there's a lot of
Granny
things.
Chick is what we call her. Her name Granny Chick.
Granny Chick,
Granny Chick. You didn't mess with Granny Chick. She was Mayor Adamsville.
the mayor.
Mayor of Adamsville. you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I do. That's what I'll tell you something. And it's hard to replace them. You
Oh
can't.
man, you can't replace them. Society's missing them kind of women.
That's what I'm trying to say. Buckethead, I'm trying to get there because my grandmother, Peggy Mason, Juanita Mason, some don't know about Juanita, some don't know about Peggy. And I stayed in that kitchen trying to learn from her on how to cook certain things. And I'm telling you right now, that same barbecue sauce that you get at the restaurant, she taught me how to make that. And I'm telling you, she used to make that living rice and gravy, onions cut up in there with them biscuits, boy, and I sit there at the end of the table just watching. But the one thing that you don't understand, these folks today don't understand is not one plate that you can eat out of right into to that granddad. My granddaddy sit down at the table, he get that first plate.
Yeah.
You ain't finna eat until he get his table set, and you better not come to that table smacking, eating with your mouth open, and you better have on a shirt. You better not come to his table without.
But let me tell you, see, I like that. Let me tell you, where did that go? Where did family sitting down at the dinner table go?
It went for Nintendo, all these Xboxes, and talking back to your parents, all that stuff. That's where all that come from. They went out.
I mean, because here's the thing. People say we're in a hurry today. Everybody's in too big a hurry. We play baseball. We play baseball. We play football. We play
Outside.
basketball. And still sit down at the table and ate every day.
Come and eat. It's dinner ready.
Dinner ready.
And listen. She ain't gonna call you on your phone, and she gonna say it one time. Dinner ready.
One time.
You best be going in there and wash
Out
your
the old
hands.
kitchen screen. Dinner time.
That's it.
Go on and try not to come on in.
Ooh. Miss it. Listen, miss that meal and think you're gonna get something later on. You're gonna be hungry to the next day.
Now kids eat all day long.
Oh, better go in there and get something. I got grandbabies coming in. They
Same way.
They want to get
And
milk.
I let them do it.
Listen, you weak.
You do it too.
I can't help it. Them grandbabies coming in, they want milk, they want juice. And I got one come down to the house. I'm telling you now, Jace here, I call him Little Peanut. He cannot come to the house without putting on my hat, every hat,
I like it.
getting in my shoes. He
I
walking
like
around with my shoes on,
I like it.
eating up all my little snacks.
That's the way. Listen, I call them 1, 2, and 3. And I got 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 3 live by me. 2 don't live by me. But 3, when 3 comes over, 3 going straight to the candy basket.
Gotta get it.
You gotta get his candy basket. Ain't gonna get 2 or 3 suckers. Tell him. It's what he always says. And I don't know if he does it. I gotta get Bubba one.
Gotta get Bubba ain't gotta go.
Bubba ain't never got a sucker. Gotta get Bubba one.
Well, listen, I know we going down that rabbit hole, and we do that sometimes. We rabbit hunt. We
Yeah.
hunters.
Yeah.
I can't wait till y'all get
KJ Britt, you hear that?
KJ Britt.
Hey, that's why I ain't on it. I don't why
That's
ain't
a
on it
si-
about Bucket the King.
That joke so sorry, hun. Him and his daddy both. I've been asked for the last 3 years to go hunting with them, and they always find a reason not to take me. You know why? Cause them guys they go with can't shoot.
Can't shoot.
They can't shoot.
That's why.
You take me in the woods, you know you got competition.
Yeah, they go all day and lay 3 rabbits across the truck. Back in the truck.
But I've seen them. They got that old stuff where they be looking like it's 2 rabbits. No, looking like it's 15. It ain't number 3.
Yeah.
They
They
Photoshop.
turn it like this and get the camera down. And you can see
Photoshop.
like an ear here
Yeah.
and a leg there, and you don't know if you're looking at them.
Y'all Photoshop.
Yeah.
That's all you doing. You ain't doing that. You ain't doing that. Come on and join me in the Buckethead in the woods. If y'all ready, come on out. Cause we don't play. We players, and we don't play. We got ink.
Got ink? We might have some ink for shooting. I don't even know.
No. You don't want that.
No, that's the bad kind
That's the
of ink.
bad.
the bad kind
I'm
of
about ready to jump in there. No.
Oh, put the brakes on.
He means shooting them little old clay ball things. What's
Don't
that
miss a great
little
opportunity. Don't
What?
miss a great opportunity, Miss Jackson. If you're nasty, to tell them Buckhead the King can shoot. Tell them don't miss a great opportunity to take somebody that can shoot on it.
That's right.
Yeah.
You said it, Buckhead.
I mean-
I'm beside on with you.
I mean, I don't know. I ain't getting on KJ no more.
I
KJ
ain't.
had a great camp. We talked about that last week.
Hey, also they had Juneteenth in Anniston at the park. They had a concert.
Zen Park.
Zen Park.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to make it, but I'm telling you, by talking to some of my friends that did make it, they really enjoyed it.
Man, let me tell you, talking to people,
Yeah.
the singing was amazing because they had the stage set up, had singing compared. There's a lot of gospel singing now, and I'm gonna tell you, them folks can get after it
Man,
now.
hold on, man. We know some. I know some personally that was on the stage.
They were tearing it up.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
yeah.
tell you. So, and me and you talked about that last show about let's get in these parks with these kids
That's
and
true.
show them you can do stuff like this.
That's true.
Without
That's true.
having to pull a gun or a knife or a weapon or something and shooting the place up. Juneteenth was a prime example of that.
Right there. It don't hurt to be right across the road from the Anderson police station.
But some kids don't even care about that.
No. Some of them act crazy want to. You go in jail mighty quick. But what I'm saying is, still we need to go out to these parks. We need to go to these apartment complexes and let these kids come out.
And I was talking to people about what me and you talked about last week about, you volunteered Buckhead for a lot of stuff last week without, we got to talk before the show, but I got to talk to some other people and I said, that's what this community needs is people that are committed and will get into these kids' lives.
Right,
And,
right.
and not just for one day, but ride it out with them, thick or thin, up and down. And when they get in trouble, still do what you're supposed to do with them and talk to them and listen. Don't let them act no fool, but what I'm saying is they need a father figure in their lives.
That's right.
A positive father figure. in
Yeah,
their lives.
everybody can't be that.
No.
And I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna love to hear this right here, Buckhead guy. It made me. I got out of my truck the other day. I'm going into Walmart, and I seen an older lady. She had to be the kid's grandmother, and she was holding a little boy by his hand, and he was cutting a buck. Coming out of Walmart, he was cutting up, and she was steady squeezing that hand, trying to take him to the car. She didn't get across the road. She stopped in the middle of the road. Knocked that hide off that butt a couple times. Slap! Them suck them tears
Oh,
on
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Some get right.
Sound like a little puppy dog, man.
She gave him some get right. Now, I'm gonna
Ain't
tell you
nothing wrong with
something.
some get right.
There's nothing wrong. She didn't hurt the kid. She didn't kill the kid. She gave that kid some discipline, some get right. Now I'm guarantee you that kid gonna love her. That kid gonna love her more because he gonna come to her because he know for a fact.
Later on in life, he's gonna say thank you
Man,
for doing that.
yeah.
I mean, it's hard for them to see. Now, my kids, your kids, the same way, didn't understand why they get that beat down.
Yeah, you don't have to get it. I'm gonna have to go on and get it to you. 'Cause
Yeah.
You don't earn this one.
Yeah, you didn't. No doubt
You
about it.
earned this one. And you earned that beat down. I'm gonna have to give it to you. And that's enough said. And I know for a fact, me and you already know, Mama, and both our moms, they didn't play around. My daddy would show up with that little black belt. And I tried to, every time he took off his work pants, I tried to hide that belt. It didn't work. Because I knew once I got out of line, he gonna go find that belt.
And it's over with.
He'll straighten you out.
Ain't no doubt.
But there's a lot of the kids don't understand that.
No, they don't understand that. I mean, like I said, they call DHR, and I don't even want the number because my mom would have whooped DHR when they come to the house.
I wish I would have thought of something DHR.
No, you don't.
What is it? What
No,
is
you don't.
DH what?
I don't even know what it stands for. Don't even know what it stands on.
Hey, if Mama get after you, you ain't got time to pick the phone up and call.
Mm-mm.
I can tell you now.
Ain't no locking the room door,
What?
door, because she'll kick it in.
What you locking it for?
All right? Okay, if
Who
Mama,
on this?
I would, yeah. my door would come, the hinges would come off because the door wouldn't be on there anymore if I tried to lock my own door in my bedroom.
I'm just saying, I know these kids like to talk back. I just can't get past that. Listen, they earned the respect that we need to give them.
That's right.
Our elders, you got to respect them. If you think God gonna bless you, and you out here doing what you doing, disrespecting and all that, He's not. And I'm just saying, you ain't got to follow me. You ain't got to follow Buckethead what we saying, but keep on living and follow. And me and my wife said this: Karma, they don't have
Karma
don't have. They don't have nobody's name on it. It ain't got a set
and it
time.
stings when it hits.
When it come back, it comes back
hard.
Yeah.
10 times.
I'm telling you. Listen, I don't want to preach, Buckethead. I'm just saying, you
Go on and pass the plate.
No, you think you a bootleg preacher anyway. I'm gonna let you do all that preaching. I'm just trying to tell them the truth. Disrespect. They got so much disrespect going on.
What does the good book say? What does the Bible say?
It said, honor thy father and thy mother.
It sure does.
It said it.
That's one of them. That's one of the 10.
That's in there.
That's one of the 10.
It's in
and
there.
if that's in the top 10, you know, we have polls for football teams. When they're in the top 10, you think they're good? That means that's in the top 10. That's one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Honor your father and mother.
You remember the time that me and you were growing up watching NFL football, and it used to be famous for this. This is what Monday Night Football, where people would get up there and they do something good, and the first thing they do, they put the camera in front of that guy, and he don't run a touchdown. First thing he would holler out and say, "Hi, Mom."
Yeah.
That's what all it.
Used to make me mad.
Used to make me mad, but because I'm telling you something, they would say, "Hi, Mom," and Dad be the one that took you through all the
little league. The mom was, I mean, I said, I told Chandler though, when he went off to college, I said, look, you know, if it gets to where you on TV and stuff, I said, first time you say hi, Mom, we're gonna have a problem.
But listen, man, I understand why they were saying hi, Mom.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But I'm saying it right now to these cats out here, and when I was doing my mentoring classes, with the kids and stuff like that, and the kids will come in and they'll sit down and I'll talk with them about life. And they'll open up to me about things that they can open up with the teachers and stuff. And so and that's what made it successful. But I would have them every day go home and tell their mom that they love them. You don't know how many kids out there today don't know how to say that.
Oh, no doubt, and it's hard. I mean, listen, me and him, grown men, we say we love each other every time we talk.
Yeah, every time.
Every time.
That's right.
And so it's crazy that a kid can't tell the parents they love them.
That's what.
It's crazy.
But if you do it at a young age, and that's what I told those kids, and you start doing it now, it'll come natural.
You know, and that's just funny. You know, I do it all the time. The kids, mentoring kids,
Right.
ball players that I've coached. Man, I love you, brother. I love you, man. I love you. If you need anything, and the first time you see them kids, when you say you love them,
Yeah.
they don't know how, because it ain't part of their everyday life. They don't know how. They look at you a little funny, but then they start. I say, you better say it back.
Yeah, that
You better
is.
say it back.
Get it love back, because that's what you're teaching them. See, now that's what I tell a lot of kids that. The one thing about it, when you get that routine together and start telling your mom that you love them, telling your dad that you love them, then hey, you don't know things that open up things. And then I already said it's in the Bible right there. It said honor thy mother and thy father. It's there.
Yeah.
All right, so when that opened up that door right there, by you saying, breaking the ice, saying I love you, a lot of things open up for
You're
that
exactly
kid.
right. Exactly
A
right.
lot of them blessings gonna come in. But that kid that's running around there talking back to their mama, talking, you can't tell me what to do, I'm grown, but you stand up under her roof, you got on the clothes you got on, she don't bought, the food she don't put in the house.
That's right.
And you ain't doing that with waking your little crusted tail up and watching the cartoon and playing Xbox.
That's it.
And talking smart back to
And
your
going
mama.
to the refrigerator, getting
Yeah.
the food your mama done put in there.
Right.
Yeah.
And you grown.
Mm-mm.
You grown.
Y'all can tell we slap dab in the middle of ending baseball and starting football because we do have some baseball. You want to go to the baseball footage right quick?
Yes, let's go.
Let's do that before we start getting calls and taking breaks. Let's roll that. Now I'm gonna tell you, that started the game, and right off the bat, I'm thinking we fixing to see another day of Florida putting LSU out of their misery. And then all of a sudden, that script, it flipped. It flipped. And
Second time has been hit. That brings in a run, and this game is
but
tied.
see, it's a tie ball game right there in the top of the second, and then it wasn't. I don't know what happened. It was like that ball turned into a beach ball. You know how that is some days when you play it.
They crowding that plate. You see them crowding that plate.
Infield hit and rolls through to the outfield.
He ain't have nowhere to throw that ball. They waiting on it. They don't got on it.
And see, yeah, and that's why Big Boy, he was ready. I mean, I think you'll see later in the video, he goes to the bullpen, but they don't ever need him.
He's still going back.
That's a great catch against the wall. And that guy right there, Cruz, is one of the top players to ever play the game in the collegiate level.
It's going to get down and off the wall, fielded by Evans, throw to second.
There's some hitting going on.
With a double. Brandon Jobin.
Well, he scored 24 runs the night before. LSU said, hold my beer.
Bad hop.
LSU told Florida, hold my beer tonight. Yeah, no, they came back with the same thing. And I'm going to tell you, from about the third inning, fourth inning on, it was a LSU party that was like this. I mean, from that point forward, there was a no doubt LSU was going to win this game. The Mo was so heavy on their side.
Look at that.
I mean,
The ball just falls in place.
it just every time it was like perfect. Now that I hated to see. That's the catcher went down. He jumped over the. I mean, it wasn't a bad call. I mean, he just jumped over their catcher.
Yeah.
And he was out with a boot the rest of the game. He was out of the game. But you know, we always say you one play away from being into the biggest game of your career. Now that was a great try. The kid don't know what to think, but it wasn't his fault. The ball hit the glove and bounced right to him. I mean, the balls just found they couldn't do no wrong.
680, now 690 batting average when Cruz is on base, delivers the 21.
He bats second, and when Cruz is on base, he's got a 690 batting average when the leadoff gets on. 690, so he's pulling for Cruz to get on every time. Now that, he got all of that one, I ain't gonna lie. Big Boy was out there covering his head up, he thought he was supposed to get hit with it. Fan got the ball. I mean, the balls were just, watch this next gear. He kicked that next gear in. Like I said, Cruz is going down as one of the best ball players. He's definitely.
Look at that number he got on.
Is that why?
Yeah.
He's definitely one of the best players. And then right after, this is their first baseman. He hit the ball all night too. And what's funny is, I don't know if they'll show it here, but when he got to second base, he did the. There he is. And no, let's see if there it is.
Get up.
But all three of them, Cruz, him, and Big Boy, all did it.
You see how he stood up there?
Did you see? Yeah, but that's one of them no doubters.
I used to do that.
That's one of them.
I used to do that.
When you hit it like that,
yeah, you know it's gone.
It's a no. I mean, you can watch it all you want.
23 hit. 23 hit.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a night.
And I'll tell you this: what's cool is they put up. I don't know if they're going to show it, but after this, they put up a kid. That's the last out. They put up a freshman and brought out the freshman. That's Cruz coming in. Like I said, he's going to be one of the top draft choices. There's your next top draft choice right there. That's a big guy. That's the catcher that was in the boot I was talking about that hurt his leg.
They take him. He going out there to get on the pile.
Yeah. But you know that, I mean, we're looking at two of the top 5 draft picks in Cruz and Steen, the pitcher. He'll be number 1. I don't know who's getting him, but he's going to be number 1 for sure. No doubt. But the cool thing about that, they brought a freshman in, the game's over, and he hadn't played. They brought him in to let him hit right there. LSU did at the end of the game. Smoked one up the middle. I mean, that's a big, now how far is that going to carry over for the rest of his career?
That's letting everybody know. Come next year, we still got some in here.
Still got some in the tank.
Some in here in the tank now.
Yeah.
Don't come half-stepping.
Yeah, let's take a break and we'll be right back. Let's pay some bills and we'll be right back, guys. Thanks for watching us.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team One Chevrolet. Team One Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team One Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
I am a dreamer who will make a difference in this world.
I'm flying to a future of great promise and change.
I am a mentor committed to helping my students transform their lives.
I'm a hard worker striving to build a better Alabama.
I am a go-getter with ambition and drive.
I am a Gadsden State Cardinal.
Watch me.
Watch me.
Watch me fly.
At Dunn's HVAC Plumbing and Electrical, we know how hard it is to find a dependable company you can trust. The time-consuming effort can be frustrating and overwhelming. We believe what matters is getting back to what's important to you. Dunn's HVAC Plumbing and Electrical is built upon honesty, integrity, and also trust. We are your local choice for all your HVAC plumbing and electrical needs, serving Calhoun, Jefferson, Shelby, and surrounding areas. Visit our website at callduns.com to schedule your appointment for dependable service done right.
Welcome back to High School Primetime Buckhead and King Show. You can see right there on the screen. Before I give it up, we've got a caller that's called in. But that was last year at F3 with our kickoff classic that we had. And you can see on stage we've got Big Daddy Dog and that Bama freak that can talk some smack. But on the phone, we have Andy Williams, which we refer to sometimes as the Gamecock Gator, but he's talking a little bit different. We're not talking, well, I will say this, Andy. We just got off the video of the Florida LSU game, and you know, hey, hats off to both of them. It was an unbelievable nail biter the first day, and then beat downs from both sides. It just happened to go to LSU.
Yeah, that was you know, they were one leaping left field catch away from Florida winning that first game, right?
You're exactly right. You're exactly right.
They both had great teams. I actually don't like baseball. I've told you guys that before. Sorry, Gary.
That's okay.
But I actually watched the World Series and was glad I did. They had some great athletes on both sides, right?
I know why you watched it. That was an East. You was a Big East. You was pulling for the Gators, and you wanted to beat the West in the SEC.
Well, that's always the case.
Always.
The East and the SEC, right?
So what are you going to do now that we're going away from the East and the West and divisions and the best two teams play?
I don't know. I'm going to have to reconfigure the whole thing.
Well, Andy Williams, we've got him on. He is the owner, him and his wife, Becca, is the owners of Kemp Hidden Creek. And they're teamed up and partners with, you can see right there on the screen. And that's based straight off of their Facebook page. It's got all the information on there as far as calling and getting, hey, second to none what they offer down there. I mean, we talk about how busy everybody is, and just to get away and enjoy nature for a little while. Andy, I'm going to give you a chance to talk about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd be glad to. So we started our business in 2019, and it's not your typical campground. It's a glamping campground. So what that means for people that aren't familiar with it, we have platforms with pre-pitched wall tents, and each tent has a full-size or a queen-size bed with a normal mattress.
And they can see it on our screen right now as you talk.
Yeah, when you roll up, you basically, all you got to bring is your food and your drink. So when you come in, your bed's made, the linens are washed and cleaned, you got power, you got overhead lights, you got a picnic table, picnic shelter, fire pit. We sell firewood, Adirondack chairs, tiki torches. We have a bathhouse. We have a coffee bar, miles and miles of trails. But it's really intended for people that enjoy getting outside but maybe don't have the experience or equipment, or just prefer the luxury of something other than, pitching a tent and sleeping on the ground. So if you look at the Facebook page, sounds like you are, we've got thousands of followers and the reviews are off the chart. So we welcome the guests down anytime they get a chance to come.
Well, one of the things that we talked about and Camp Hidden Creek and Andy is coming on as a partner with Buckhead and King Show, and we can't wait to do our kickoff classic that we did last year there during F3, which is a big event. And I'll let you talk about that a little bit too, Andy.
Yeah, F3 is our big annual party that we have, and it started really kind of small when I moved back from Florida after being gone for about 25 years. I wanted to get some friends together, some friends and family. So I think that first one, really the only friend I had around was Big Butsy. We've run together for years, and mostly family. But we're sitting around talking about how cool is it having family here, friends here, and sitting by a fire. So that's where the F3 piece of it came from. And then over the years, we've just kind of formalized it a little bit. And then when I met Becca, my lovely wife, she and I really started taking it to the next level. She's a music person and really enjoys, local artists and songwriters. And we started putting on basically a concert to go along with kind of the fire and that crew. And Gary showed up with barbecue, and Burdette showed up with his moonshine, and my cousin Craig with his Kona ice truck. So it's just grown to about 250, 300 people now. And this year it'll be a 2-day event. So it's Friday night.
And I've got it on the screen too.
August the 4th and 5th. So we've got two groups or two sets of artists playing on Friday night and 3 or 4 playing on Saturday. So it's going to be a big time, and it's open to the public. We've asked for a $20 donation to cover costs, but if some folks are having a hard time and they still want to come and hang out with friends and enjoy it, just let me know, and we'll slide you in the gate.
Don't say that too loud, Andy. You know the kind of friends you run around with. They're the same as mine.
Yeah, well, I know the ones that are trying to take advantage of the situation. We charge them double.
Well, I can tell you what, and a lot of my people don't understand how beautiful that place is down there. And I love to fish and hunt, and I'm not the average Tom Joe here. Now. I love hunting and fishing. I love outdoors, but that place that he got down there, him and Becker, that place is beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful. And here's the thing: you didn't talk about it, but you can actually fish in the creek. Barney
Turner was down there fishing last time.
Yeah, Barney was reeling them in as fast as he
catching little red eye.
Yeah, I mean, so you can. It's fun for not only for adults to get away, but to take your family down there. If you live in the big town of Oxford, you may not have this to go to.
Right.
And it's just 20, 30 minutes from here.
They don't know. They need to know.
They need to know.
That's why I'm saying. Right. But listen, I don't know who that guy you had down there serving that food last time, and they had some good catfish and some ribs and hot mess pie.
Well, he won't talk about himself, will he?
I don't. I need you to make sure you have him down there again.
Well, ever since the first time he came and he almost slid his rig off into the creek, we made sure he comes back because that created a lot of excitement for our party. But yeah, Gary made some barbecue. They'll be on site Saturday night, serving that catfish, that barbecue, and I'm hoping that hot mess pie. That's what I go for.
He go for that.
Hot mess pie?
And listen, he loved that. When he got it, then he started telling him, tell them Pops about it.
Yeah, everybody loves it now.
Well, let's move into this is the good thing. We've had fun talking to one another, but the good thing is Andy's doing something for the community, for not just this, our whole viewing area, no matter where you're at, because we're across state lines, so no matter where you're at, how are we going to do this, Andy, as far as giving away a free night each weekend during regular college football season?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to each week on your show. It's every week on Tuesday night.
Tuesday night, right?
Every week we're going to. I don't know how you guys get the names into the hat, but you're going to draw a name out of the hat of your listeners or people that like to give you the like button or whatever on your show. And I think what we'll do, Buckethead, is we'll just give a $100 gift certificate every week and that gift certificate can be used anytime anybody wants to come down and stay. They can give that gift certificate to the friend. They can give it to the family. You know, they can do whatever they want to with it. So that'll give them more flexibility. So we'll have a certificate printed out with the value on it and a certificate number. And then you guys figure out who you choose each week, and we'll email it to them, and they can use it whenever they want to.
What we'll do is set up something with your Facebook page. They've got to go and share something each week on your Facebook page. That way we'll know they went to your Facebook page, and that's how they'll be enlisted into our for the drawing.
They're gonna be
and for everybody that comes on your show and comments that Bama is done, I'm gonna put $5.
I like that.
If they come on and they comment Bama done,
you know that little leprechaun's fixing to call in.
And they get drawn to get $125.
Oh,
you know that little leprechaun's gonna call in and get you for that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Andy, we appreciate you calling, man. And you're welcome on the show anytime. And the closer we get to F3, we really want to talk about it more. So we may get you and a couple of our friends on here, and let's whoop this thing up. And because listen, if you've never been, it's a big deal. Did you
great opportunity.
You seen the entertainment he had, and people travel around to see that entertainment, and he's had some really good entertainment up there.
You're missing a great
opportunity.
opportunity.
We got some good folks lined up this time around. We've got Ryan Williams, my cousin from Oxford, Ben and Bethany Owens, they're local artists here. Bo Jones is a repeat. Callie Knight, she's a Mumford descendant, right?
Yes.
So she's back for like the third time, and then we got Robbie and Mark, who are
they always been
in
good.
Calhoun County. So we got a great lineup, and we invite everybody down. Again, it's the 4th and 5th of August. We support King and Buckethead, or Buckethead and the King. I might have got that backwards. Oxford usually goes first.
That's what you did it right.
Now you didn't have to do that. I mean, you didn't have to bring that in there.
We're big supporters of the show. We love you guys. And I heard you earlier talking about telling somebody you love them, and I do that every time I talk to my friends. So I'm telling you and Gary right now, I love you, and I love all my friends that are out there listening. Okay, guys?
We love you too,
and
brother.
I want to say this before we get him off. That's the thing about F3. They started it for friends, fun, and family. I mean, fire and family. And there's fun involved in it, a lot of fun. But the good thing about it is I've seen people there the last 2 years that I haven't seen in years.
It's like a family reunion.
It's like a family reunion. And if you grew up anywhere in this area, you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. And it's a neat place to be.
Hey, Andrew, I had to bring it up. I mean, we was on stage, and Harold Smith just walked up on stage while we were live. Like we were, I'm like,
we're gonna need some better security down there when we on stage. Harold Smith can't just walk up on stage right in the middle of the show.
Hey, we also got to remind everybody we're open to everybody, right? We even let Wendell Kelly come down with his
Big Wendell was there. That's right.
I mean, and the thing about it is just friends, guys.
That's it.
I want everybody there. I think the more the merrier, because hey, we all getting up in age. You ain't spring chickens no more.
Having a good time, and being able to come and have a good time and enjoy yourself. It's what we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks here, and people are not able to go out and do that. COVID was all they talked about. Then you're able to get out.
Well, here's another thing. How many times can you just go somewhere and kick your feet up and enjoy yourself, where you don't have to do nothing else but that? That's F3. That's not just F3. That's Camp Hidden Creek.
Yeah, and you took your shoes off, and you normally can't take your shoes off in public place.
Well, they got wet.
All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for having me on the show. I look forward to football season, and again, we're proud to support you guys and appreciate you supporting us too.
Thank you and Becca for everything. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you, brother.
All right,
love you, brother.
Love you.
See you, man.
Bye-bye.
Great guy.
Real great guy.
I mean,
great
let me tell you.
Great family.
Yes, great family, and known them my whole life.
Did you know I did I catered their wedding rehearsal?
Andy's?
Yeah.
And Becca's?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. Now I've told Becca this, so it's not a big deal. Andy outkicked his coverage a mile and a half. I didn't know he was that good of a punter.
You're not going to talk about my brother like
He
that.
outkicked his coverage a mile and a half. No, I mean, listen.
She's a beautiful
if two
lady.
people were made for each other,
Yeah.
them two are made for each other.
Yeah,
Because
right.
I'm going to tell you, you know how Andy works down there all the time doing something. Look right beside him, Becca's right there. And
She's not afraid of work.
No.
But I'm going to tell you something. We should have played that clip when he was in that water down in that creek. And
Well, we fixing that.
You got it.
Don't tell. No, we ain't gonna play it right now. We gonna save that. Cause me and you gonna go fishing and you gonna hook something, and then all of a sudden Big Andy gonna fall.
Don't do it. Don't do it to him. I laughed at him. Oh God.
That was funny. That was hilarious. I mean.
But hey, great people.
No doubt. And and listen, they're giving away. People just don't give away stuff anymore.
Right.
But they're giving you an opportunity to go down and stay at their $100 gift certificate, which is one night on the weekend, to go down there and stay. And like you said, you don't have to bring nothing but your food and your drinks.
Did you see the setup?
Man, I ain't sleeping in the same one with you.
No, you're not going to be. No, you ain't got to even worry about it.
Me and you can't share the same tent now. No. Listen.
I already know.
My wife told me if I went down there, the animals and everybody around would run because they hear that grizzly bear in my tent.
That bear gonna come over there and think that there's another bear in
the
there.
tent.
That's why we not even worried about it, because you up there growling. I said, man, come on, Buckethead. You gonna call up Yogi the Bear.
So that was the official kickoff to football, because of when he's gonna give away a free night every regular season. Now let me don't get into that mid where there ain't no games going on. No, we ain't giving nothing away then.
No.
But from the start of football season to the last regular season game,
get ready.
Get ready, because Andy's gonna give something away, and we got to figure out. Get ready, because we got to figure out how to make it where he's. Make it a little tough on some folks. You know, they ain't just gonna get. This ain't no just handout. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait a minute, man. I'm going on our page. I'm going on the Facebook page, and they are talking smack. And then look at him. Larry Stubbs said that I went to Walmart, talking about me now. I went to Walmart just to watch the Alabama game. And what he's talking about, I got to tell you, I don't think you know about this.
I don't know about it.
Every time you go in the Walmart store, they got Alabama playing on their TV. They don't never show when Alabama lose, but they always got when they win. And so this Saturday, I went in there one day, and they had the Alabama game on there, and I done showed out. I want to talk to the manager. Why come y'all always showing this game, Alabama stuff on this TV? You know, Auburn game, you can't show some Tennessee or something? They thought I was going crazy, and they had a big old blow-up elephant.
You went over and punched it?
I punched the brakes off for him. I knocked him sideways.
I wish they'd have caught the popo.
I don't care. He was laying on his side. Look at it. That's how he was doing it. Looking for air. I walked on out the store.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like that. I wish I'd have been there. We got to kick him when he was down.
Yeah, we going to jail
together. When he was down.
Going to jail together.
Yeah, we're going.
But yeah, Larry Stubbs, you need to stay out of this right here. Greg Quick don't came on here. He's watching. And
that's
your boy.
That's our bulldog.
Hey, he on cloud 9.
Yeah.
They won national champion, and he's not gonna let you talk about the Bulldogs, period. Yeah. And he got it right. He's on top.
Big Daddy Dog's on top.
He's on top.
I mean, and I can't wait to get him on stage with the little leprechaun from Alabama, the Bama Freak. And let's get them talking, because it's probably gonna come down to them two in the SEC.
It just might.
And so
it just might.
I gotta see if 2 years in a row now. I gotta see if the Bama Freak can recover from that.
Well, Bama Freak gave me some oil, and I'm gonna tell you right now that meant so much to me, for him to have the conversation with me that me and him had. And I'm gonna keep that between me and him. But he brought me some oil.
Hey, no, I'm not gonna keep it between you and him, because I'm fixing to tell the true story about Bama Freak, because this is a good thing.
I'm talking about what me and him.
Yeah, but what you're talking about is good, and I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, he started his business and he said, Lord, he's devout Christian.
Yeah, right.
People
right.
don't I mean, even though he's a crazy Bama freak,
Yeah,
he loves the Lord just like we do.
That's right. Yeah.
And here's the thing, he when he started his business, he said, Lord, if you bless the business, I give 20% back. Everything I get, 20%.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the business took off like everything was, he lived the life in front of people. Sometimes you have to ask people if they're Christians. You don't have to ask him. So
that's what I'm telling you.
So sometimes they have to ask me and you.
No.
Just sometimes.
Well,
We're dipped in dirty water. He wasn't dipped in dirty.
Yeah,
he
was in a creek though.
Yeah, chocolate.
Yeah,
dirty water.
Yeah.
But let me say this: he his business was doing so good.
Right.
He gives 50% of his business to God. I mean, in different organizations, different things. He's part of a power team and goes around and talks to these kids.
But I bricks and stuff. Yeah.
And he just got back from going over to Jerusalem and all that, and seeing where Jesus was and all that. But I know he's got some. He got some anointing on.
That's right.
And he's giving it out, and that's a great thing. He gives it out to a bunch of different people, and I've seen different people that's got it from him, and it means a lot to them.
It means a lot.
And I'll tell you this, he means a lot to us because he not only talks the talk, he walks the walk.
I can't wait till you play some of the videos because we got some.
Oh, I no doubt.
I'm serious. And that guy right there, that was my first time meeting him at F3. And me and him sit there, and we had our conversation, and man, he made me feel like just a brother.
Yeah.
We brother
yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about that's how that guy comes off. And when he get through talking with you, if you ain't got chills on your arm, and you ain't got a love for your fellow friend or fellow man or fellow sister, it's something wrong with you inside. You need to get help.
And here's another thing. He's got his wife is just as golden, as good as he is. Yeah. And I mean, I love her to death too. Mm-hmm. And the thing about their business, and they do industrial residential blinds in people's house.
Right.
And I mean, and you don't nobody think about a blind business, but I mean, God is blessing what they're doing, and we've said it before. Just like our show, no man can do anything to what God's put his hands on, and God's put his hands on them. And hey, the same way with Andy and them and what they're doing.
They're blessed.
I mean, they're blessed.
They're blessed, and
so I mean,
acknowledging.
Acknowledging. Andy and them do the same thing. Just like him calling in, saying he's listened to the show and said he loves. He didn't just say that. I mean, Andy don't just say that.
No,
Andy's for real.
He's real.
And that's the thing about it. I mean, so guys, there's nothing wrong with being real.
Andy's wife,
Becca.
And she's in at JSU.
At JSU,
And once I got up there, in the restaurant up there, she sent me a message, and this is what she said to me: if you are in need for anything up here, please don't hesitate to let her know. That meant the world to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because she didn't have to say that. She didn't have to do that.
Mm-mm.
It's just that's what we need out here in society today. We need people that want to help one another, and they know for a fact, I'm that type of person. I'm gonna work, and I'm gonna go reach back and help someone else. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You can't sit there and be like a bunch of crabs and then pull them person down. You got to try to pull them up.
Yeah. Hold the rope, baby. Hold the rope.
Hold it.
Hold the rope.
You don't miss a great opportunity.
Here's what I always say, and I got this from a coach. Not even call his name, but I got this from a coach. Mm-hmm. Be a link in the chain. Be a link in the chain. Don't be that weak link, but be a link in the chain. And if everybody links together, you know how strong a chain can be.
Right.
So be a link in the chain. Right. And we got a lot of friends that are links in the chain. I mean, we got a lot of friends that do great things that they don't get a lot of line. People don't talk about a lot. Wendell Kelly.
Yeah.
Spends so much time with this ball, with these kids,
young ladies that
and he don't have to do that.
No,
I mean he don't.
Y'all
think he makes anything doing that?
No,
and spends time doing it, but he loves it. He's giving back to the community.
That's what you do.
I mean, and one of the things we had on our page this past week was the Wendell Kelly the Kelly boys from Oxford.
Oh man,
and
that was priceless.
And here's the thing: I know Wendell gets a lot of the glory, but Ronnie was really, really good in his own right. Tony was. Everybody forgets that me and Tony were good friends before we passed. Tony was a beast.
He was a beast.
And listen, because I had hands. Everybody, they try to trick me on that question about who had hands. Tony had some soft hands, baby. Tony had some soft hands. He wouldn't turn no stocking when he rubbed them.
He was a bad
soft
boy.
hand.
Bad boy.
Yeah, bad boy.
All the Kelly family, even the sister too. She was athletic too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that. But when I was telling you a few minutes ago about Andy and Rebecca, when my family came down, now I hadn't been down there. My mom, my sister, my wife, when they come down, the F3, Rebecca comes up to them. She actually made them feel more comfortable and family-like than anything out there. They talked about her all night, how nice she was.
She is
when
now.
she kept trying to get them to get this. Man, leave it. Stay out of that buckethead. I'm telling you right now, Andy's blessed.
He is blessed.
And Rebecca is blessed.
Blessed.
You know what I'm saying?
She's blessed.
Because God put them together.
Yeah, that's
you know
right. That's
so
right.
they both blessed, but the beauty outside, but she's beautiful inside. You hear what I just said?
I heard you.
That makes a difference.
Makes a big difference.
Because a lot of people can be pretty on the outside, and the inside can be rotten.
Just rotten, nasty.
Nasty.
Yeah.
That one right there, and then and Big Daddy himself, perfect.
Oh, no doubt.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why when he called me, and we're gonna go back on to what we need to be getting back on, but I got to tell people about people.
Let's go.
Okay, because when he called me and
tape.
asked me to actually come down for this, the first time it's no problem. I said, yeah, I'll be there. Now I got a restaurant now, so it's a little harder.
A little harder.
Harder to do it. You know what I told
yeah.
him? Hey, bro, I'll be there Saturday.
Yeah.
And know what he told me? Saturday it is. So I'm gonna make sure that happens. You know, I might be a little lacking on the other side over here at the restaurant, but I'm gonna be down there
so here's
for
what
my friend.
This is what the King's saying. If you're looking for some catfish, some hot mess pie, and some real,
it's gonna be
come on down
there.
to F3.
F3, baby.
Hey, if you live in Oxford, it's almost the same distance. Just go south instead of north. So
Yes.
it's gonna work the same.
Yes, that's what I'm
Gonna work
saying.
the same.
It's gonna be there, baby.
Yeah, so.
Hey, listen, they eat good down there.
Well,
They eating at F3.
Believe me, I know.
I'm telling you, I know you know. You come up there and got 2 or 3 catfish plates. I said, what are you eating all that fish, man?
You know it's good.
It's good.
You know
It's
it's
good.
good. Put a little hot sauce on it. Take you out.
All right, the music was my mom was over there dancing.
Well, you know that he had a kid off The Voice. I don't know if he's coming back this year. I don't know if it's one of them. I'm not that familiar with him, but he had a kid that was on The Voice down there. And Kaylee she's as good as they get.
Oh, man.
I mean, she performs at Nashville and down at the beach. At Tootsie's.
One of them was I don't know which one it was. One of them was singing Tennessee Whiskey. You know, I don't drink, but boy, I tell you, Tennessee Whiskey sure enough got right that night. I was like,
you was down there shaking.
Mama was getting
Tennessee
it. Mama was,
Whiskey.
now look at you, man. But listen, just having that family.
It's all about, like you said, it's a reunion.
This
really is a reunion, and I sort of want to thank Andy for having it, for getting all us old heads together.
I saw Coach Maniscalco was there. I saw Coach Houston down there.
Coach Houston was there.
Man, Barney Turner, Gerald Cates,
Coach
Keith Britt. You know, see guys, man, and then you got Scott, you got Randy Adams, you got Dempsey.
David Dempsey, Gordy, Horace Mason. You had
Big Bus.
We had Weber guys. We had
one Weber guy out there telling lies about he beat us in something, and I don't know what he was talking about. He never beat us in anything.
Well, that's another good thing since it's our kickoff classic. Ain't nothing but some smack talk about kickoff.
A lot of lies being told about it. A lot of lies being told.
Only one sign was put up. I don't know why that had to be brought up. One sign, but Mumford 85 was overrated. One sign, no. Out of everybody talking smack, one sign. We got about Heflin folks there, Welborn folks there, Sachs, Oxford, Mumford, from all over. Cleveland County, Clay County, Cleveland Lord. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you come out there telling lies.
Now, Cleet can't tell too many like he couldn't even walk last year. Something was messed up. He had a bad wheel.
Well, I don't know, but he can't come out there talking about
Gerald K.
beating us in that.
We forgot about Gerald K. Donnie Adams.
They came over there and talked to me.
Quick, Old Man Taylor. I mean, I can name them for days. And let me just tell you,
all of them.
One thing we didn't talk about, and I ain't gonna. Well, I will because it's good.
What's good?
Once the stage no longer has professionals on it.
Yeah, it's on.
That karaoke.
It's on.
That little old Bus can go now. I don't think Bussy can't go. Big Bussy can sing.
Big Bussy can sing, and I'm gonna tell you another thing. But before you get to karaoke, okay, live stage when the live concert going on, I saw one lady, and I don't know her name, and I'm sorry if she get offended by me telling the people, but I'm just gonna say this. She had a wonderful time, and I'm telling you about until she hit that left step, and she hit that right step, and that right one there, she went down. When she went down,
it was wet.
No, it's dry. She went down and she had her cup. Her cup never hit the ground. Everything else hit the ground.
I didn't see this.
I saw this.
Okay.
Her cup never did hit the ground. And she didn't stay down there but 2 seconds and got right back up and
started
got back into
again?
the beat, baby. That's a party.
That's what I'm F3.
F3.
What else can you say?
My wife said, Gary, they having a good time down in here. I said, baby, you can handle it. You can stay on this truck right here. I'm going out there. It was on. F3. I'm more excited than the average bell right now because I'm ready to get down in there.
And the good thing, like I said, we'll kick it off Saturday early with the kickoff show, and then from that point forward, it's. But I don't want to leave nobody out. We started calling names. If we didn't call your name, it ain't because we left you out.
They call the names on their Facebook. Missy.
I ain't getting.
They said Missy.
You ain't getting me involved in that.
They said
Go on, let that stay on Facebook.
They said Missy. Listen, Missy. I appreciate that talent you got. The talent was that cup never failed.
Let me say
cup
this
didn't
though.
hit the ground.
She could have been a defensive back as quick as she got. Somebody made that cut on her, lost that leg, broke her ankle, got back up, and still made the play.
She hit the ground, but that cup didn't nowhere near the ground. You know what I'm saying? That's talent.
Talent,
baby. That's talent. She might play for the Yankees.
Which one of the Yankees?
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
Good day for a game.
Which one of the Yankees, baby? Oh, Greg Quick, I see you, buddy.
That's Big Daddy Dog. I know he can't wait to get on here and talk about them Georgia Bulldogs.
Oh, Rebecca's on here. Rebecca, listen. Rebecca heard what you said.
About how Andy outkicked his coverage?
Listen, Andy outkicked what now?
He outkicked his coverage a mile with Beck, and she's beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside. He better be thanking the good Lord above. She landed there. But now, like you said, she's lucky too.
She's blessed.
Yeah, she's blessed too.
Because Andy is a keeper.
That's hard for me to come out of Buckhead's mouth.
He's a yellow jacket.
That's why you got to go there.
You can start at the top, work your way down.
Okay.
He's a yellow jacket for one.
Okay.
He's a handsome man.
He's a handsome. I mean,
he know how to wear a beard.
And when he cleans up,
yeah,
he can go from daylight to dark quicker than anybody ever seen.
That son gun can go from a Western straight to the White House.
Yeah, he can.
He put on a bow tie.
He put that tux and bow tie on. And the next thing you know, he's in cut off overalls.
You ain't got nothing on him when he put on that cowboy hat.
He's on cut off and overalls with some USA Crocs on.
Straight to hee-haw.
Yes, sir.
He goes straight from the White House to the hee-haw. Ain't too many folk can pull that off. Andy can do it.
Andy can do it.
And I'm just telling you now, I'm letting you know, she's blessed to have a man like that. I'm telling you right now, she's a bad boy.
He's a bad boy.
Now, I saw Rebecca. She actually put her cowboy hat on too now. She got one. And her boots. Don't think she don't wear them boots. Now, them boots are made for walking. Don't think she don't have. Rebecca got some boots.
I've seen her in her boots.
Okay, I'm letting you know. Some boots made for walking. She's a bad girl.
She's a bad girl.
Bad girl. Now, listen. All I know is when they call on the king coming.
King coming.
That's all. That's it.
Wow.
I love F3.
Like I said,
I love that family. And
they've always been partners with the show, but they actually, this year they're giving away something.
I I don't know how you think we're gonna let somebody win it beside me and you.
Yeah. They're gonna say it rigged. That rigged.
We gonna be down there every week. We gonna be up in the 10 every week, buddy. Oh God.
That's gonna be good.
Ooh.
But
Rebecca said he's a bad boy.
Who said that?
Switch arm and knives and all. Yeah, Rebecca, you're right.
Yes, yes.
Well, listen now. Before we get any further down this hole here, we're gonna have to come out. I know you was telling me something about you had talked to some people about helping these kids get out of these.
We were talking about it about that, and they were just talking about what me and you were talking about, and saying that that's probably one of the greatest ideas. And I said, it's not new, nothing new. We just talked about it because it's not happening, and we need more people to step up. And honestly, I think with me and you setting the initiative out there, we're going to see some things happen with what we talked about on that.
That'll be great.
And I mean, whatever it is, whatever it comes of it, I mean, Buckhead and King will be in the middle of it, and we'll do what we can do to listen. We say it all the time. It's about the kids, man. It's about these kids, and that's what we do this for. I mean, that's why they give us the platform to sit up here and act like idiots, because we get to talk about these kids and bring the limelight on them.
Well,
and this is what I want to do. The Buckhead and King show is going to promise you this. This summer, starting this summer, we're going to bring a kid on here, an athlete on here, and we're going to talk about him and let him tell you what mentoring means to him and what father figures means to him and what doing the right thing means to him. And we'll just let, that way, because sometimes kids won't listen to grown-ups.
Let me tell you something. You said something then, Buckethead.
Yeah.
It's a lot of kids out there today don't believe doing the right thing is actually doing the right thing. It's not popular.
Yeah, it's not popular.
They want to dumb them. You want to dumb. I know kids that should be honor roll student, but that's not cool.
No, so they can't do it.
They don't want to run with that.
They're a C student because they could be a straight A student, but they're a C student because they don't want to get ragged by their friends.
There you go.
That's sad that we live in that society today.
You dumb yourself down just so you can ride around with these knuckleheads. Now, to be truthful now, I'm just telling you right now, I don't sugarcoat nothing. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
And people talk to me in all different shapes, sizes, colors. It don't matter to me.
Indonesia, in
the knee, in the back, it don't matter. All I'm telling you is, when it comes down to kids, we are real with you. We're going to tell you what's right, and we're going to help you as much as we can. Now, there's some people out here that don't want to listen to us. There's some out here that want to run their own little game, and if they can't have it their way, they're going to take their ball and go the other way.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right.
If you ain't in it to help kids.
And we talking about adults now.
We're talking about
adults now.
Yeah. If you ain't in it to help kids, stay away from around me.
I mean, well, the thing about it is, Buckhead and King ain't trying to steal nobody's thunder, nobody's lightning.
It's a lot of room.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, we keep it real.
Yes, right.
So I mean, if you can't handle real, then you don't want to be around Buckhead and King.
That's right.
It's plain and simple.
No need. Please stay away from me. And I got some words I've been holding back since the caveman days.
You done got. See, I'm fixing to get on the soapbox. Because I'm fixing to talk about this doggone Oxford little baseball for youth.
Oh, my.
And this is going to be the last thing. I'm getting out of baseball. This is the end of baseball for me.
Hold on. You already got kicked off down at the T-ball.
Well, I'm fixing to get into it right here.
Don't do it.
This mom and daddy ball we play, this USSSA crap, is $10 a day per person, plus the parking, to go to the game. Past 2 weeks, I went Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every day. Because I had a number two played one week, one played the next week. So I had to go watch them.
Yeah.
So it's all about the money, because families can't afford to do that. That's a whole week's check to go do that. Plus, your wife went with you.
You got to feed her.
And then your little kids went with you.
Yeah.
How much you done paid now?
All right, so.
And the food's outrageous.
Are we talking about
We talking
Regular
about this.
season?
This is
No,
all
tournament.
stars. All stars. Where all stars used to be, you just go watch your kids play in all star. But now, because it's USSSA, which is, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'll forget out of USSSA right now. They tricked y'all, and they got the biggest person around here, and now everybody else is following it. And I can promise you, everybody else is wanting out just as bad as I do.
Well,
Get out of it because it's not making any money, and all they're doing is USSSA.
Okay.
And they using Oxford. Now Oxford getting the motels, which is big. But Oxford gets there.
Anyway.
Oxford gets theirs anyway.
Right.
Let's get in Little League baseball. So when you play something, I mean, Little League can't be wrong. It's on ESPN every year. I don't see USSSA on ESPN. I don't see Pony Ball on ESPN, which ain't nothing wrong with Pony. We played it. That's the closest thing to Little League as there were.
That's right.
But
you know what? You can't go to a World Series as Little League in that stuff.
USSSA.
You can't
Well,
go.
no, you can.
Well,
you
wait,
can.
the one
but
that
it don't
you
mean nothing.
I was getting ready to say the one you told me about the other day.
Because listen, you lose
state.
every game in the regional, you go to state. Then you can go if you sign up for the World Series, go on down there. Just pay your money. That's all they want. Just pay money. Go on down. It's in Gulfport, Mississippi.
What good? What about it? That's going to close out of my.
Yes, he put the team together. He put the team together.
I closed my spot.
I know. I knew when I said that you was gonna stop me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to quit.
But you ain't going for the game. You're going to ka-ching, ching, ching.
I'm going out looking for that blackjack table and cocktails.
But the thing I'm saying is going back to that. Listen, we need real people.
Yeah.
Now, don't take this the wrong way.
How
We
you gonna
need
put it out there?
baseball people over to this baseball league.
Well, you stepping on some toes. They gonna call us to the. We on our way to the principal office for the 5th time this month.
This week. But
who told you stepping on?
I mean, I talked to, and I ain't gonna throw it out there. I talked to a prominent person in this area that said he would love for his organization to take over what they do with Oxford Baseball Review and run that thing right.
Yeah. Well, listen. Not having my finger on the control button of this right here, I just know for it. When I come through there and I was coaching down there, we were playing Dixie U. And you
much better than
you're going ozone, and you got a chance to steal bases, and it became baseball.
Yeah.
And we were able to go play games and go to you got to win to go to the state.
Yeah.
You just couldn't pay no money to go. You got to win. And when you lose, you go home.
Let me ask you this, though. These kids that play, because a bunch of them, you see them when they play in the Little League World Series, they don't play off. 12 years old, they don't play off.
No.
They don't hold anybody on.
They ain't baseball.
And a lot of them, they say, so-and-so played in this team, he played in MLB. So many kids come out of that, they move on to the MLB and play. And people say, well, they need to. I was one of them. Hey, look, we lay it on the table, tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
I was one of them. I said, we got to play off, we got to steal, we got to do all this. There's plenty of time. Don't burn them arms out. You don't have to do all that. Pitch. And the guy leaves when the ball crosses the plate. If he can steal, steal. I did it. You did it. That's the way it was when we were playing.
We steal bases.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was taught to get a lead. You get a jump.
Yeah.
But my foot on that base and that ball and that catcher, if I got a catcher back there and you let that guy that's standing on that base get the second without you throwing him
back
out.
in the day, though, we used to have the Rockets. You know, you get ready to rock it off when
you way older than me.
You had to count that.
You way older than me.
Because we didn't play off.
We played off.
We did not. You did not play off. You did when you got in 13.
Well, we played off 11, 12. Bro, listen to me. We played baseball. I come out of Norwood. Now, I don't know what before I came out of Norwood, I come to Norwood, then I came to Oxford.
We played Pony, and then we played, what you had, Pinto, Pony, and Bronco.
Okay. Now,
Mustang,
Mustang, we played off. We won a state championship in Mustang. Not you. I can't help because you didn't.
I played in Oxford.
I played in Anniston.
Y'all cheated in that.
Say what you want. We won the state.
No wonder y'all won. Y'all was stealing bases.
College, yeah, we still.
Umpire should have called y'all off the base.
That's why when I got to college, I got to Oxford High School. I knew how to run bases. I knew how to steal. When I got down to Alabama State, I knew how to steal.
But what I'm saying is, them guys in the Little League World Series that play on ESPN, they do not play off.
Listen, them guys at ESPN on Little League World Series up there don't got a platform to put them on. Yeah. I guarantee you that ain't gonna just the kid that's learning how to steal bases. And it's not no less ball player than that kid up there.
No, I agree with that, but I'm saying, why not play in that league, and where you can, when you win something, it means something. You play it on national television.
You win. That's what I'm saying. They go up.
Yeah.
Don't just give it to them.
No.
I'm not gonna listen. My daughter, I love to death. My brother would call me from Seattle and tell me, man, you're a little too hard on her because she is a female. You gotta be a little softer. I said, well, I'm sorry. I don't have but one gift. And she right now is in law school. Now, if I go and need a lawyer,
too. I'm glad to have
She's
somebody
gonna
in the
get
family.
me and you.
I'm glad to have somebody in the family that's gonna be a lawyer.
That's right. So what I'm saying is, if I go out and need to hire a lawyer, I need me a bulldog. I'm gonna go get me a bulldog. Now I got somebody here acting like the lawyer on my cousin Vinny, the one that was stuttering. I am not gonna pay for that. You can't get in there being timid and crying and this and that. You got to be tough.
Oh, you got to be tough.
And everybody's talking about, well, you don't want a woman to be tough. You want her to be feminine and this and that. I want my daughter to call it like it is. And then I'm telling you right now.
Dog, cat.
I got pictures of her. I'll take her in the woods. She hunt. She can shoot.
Mine the same way.
And then this is the thing. Don't call daddy after one don't got out of line. Call me after you don't have to call. They had to come and get one off the ground messing with you. Then I'll be over there. Don't, because you ain't gonna be around them all the time. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You want them to be able to take care of themselves.
My daughter mean as a snake.
I saw that because when you was in the hospital up there in that bed, she about ready to snatch you up out of there.
She mean. All-Stars back in the day was the biggest thing going on in this area.
Okay, all right. I got your boys over here, and then all of them. Randy Adams on here. And Greg Quick said 11, 12-year-old, they Bronco, we played off. I know Buckhead, you know he losing some of his memory. Randy saying 100%. I'm telling you, Buckethead, we play ball, man. You learn how to play baseball. That ain't no baseball. Tag. That's what you call it.
No, Little League's not tag.
You sit there with your feet on the base rocking. This ain't no soap opera. You better get your butt off and steal.
Now, here's what we did as
Farm League baseball.
Here's what we did when my son played.
Okay.
We played off
and
played regular. No, it was before ozone. They didn't have no such thing as ozone.
What age?
Dixie, it's 11, 12.
Okay.
Dixie still All-Star tournament you couldn't play off. Mm-hmm. So because they follow Little League's, they followed right in Little League's line.
Right.
So when Chandler played during the regular season, we played regular baseball. Got in All-Stars, you went back to, you had to stay on base.
That's crazy. Yeah, and then that's the only thing Dixie should have tried. But when they played my 11, 12, we ozone. We played ozone.
Yeah, y'all played, they moved to ozone. Ozone was where you could play off. It was real baseball.
My kids
they still had regular.
Yeah.
But they had ozone too.
That's right.
They had two different leagues, 11, 12.
Well, somebody decided not to join Dixie Youth in this area. I don't know what the deal was and what happened to that. So yeah, they doing something else.
Wherever Oxford goes in this area, and I hate to say this, with the exception of Silicotta, they play Little League, and Cal Ripken. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, everybody in this area follows what whatever Oxford does, that's what everybody else does.
I used to go whatever Texas do, the nation follow.
Well, whatever Oxford does, this area does. You get the big dog, the rest of them follow. You SSSA come in, and this was not my words. I'm quoting somebody that said, tricked Oxford into coming to their league, and everybody else followed.
You ain't gonna get me talking much about it because I don't know nothing about it.
Well, when everybody is a winner, gets a ring for finishing, and
you ain't gonna never get me to say that. I like that.
If there's 4 brackets, because top bracket, next bracket, next bracket, next bracket, the last bracket is the losers, and the first 2 gets a ring, championship game. Now my little grand, 1 and 2 both got rings. They ain't won nothing yet.
They got rings. I'm not gonna listen, guys. Don't get it wrong, and don't be upset with Buckhead and the King on this deal here. We just don't think that you ought to just automatically give something to kids that don't deserve it. That's it. And we all know we played all sports. I played everything.
Yeah.
He played everything.
Yeah.
But what we're saying is you have to earn that. And you teach them to earn these things. And it's all right to lose some ball games.
Yeah.
You don't lose. You can't win them all.
No.
You got to teach these kids and get their mind right because, what they want to call it out there, they got a word for it, Buckhead. I'm going to let you mess it up.
Participation trophy?
No, not just that. I'm talking about their mental stage. It's real.
Yeah, that's why we talked about kids shooting folks because they ain't never been told no before. They never lost.
It's real. You got to be able to start them off young and letting them know, hey, right from wrong, and it's okay to lose sometime. I mean, just don't get used to losing because you don't be as good at Buckhead and the King. We want you to be able to say, hey, I lost that yesterday. I'm gonna get better. We're gonna win tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's what we didn't win every game.
And it hurt to lose. When it hurt to lose, it used to hurt to lose, but now when you get a trophy, the last place team in the league get a trophy this tall.
That's too much, man.
Get a trophy this tall.
We had a comment on here a few minutes ago, and then the guy from Wellborn you were talking about, I gave y'all his name. What was that? Clint Lloyd.
Clint Lloyd.
All right, Clint Lloyd came on here and said something about, hold on, I'm trying to find it for you, buddy. Wellborn 85.
Wellborn 85.
That's what he said. Wellborn 85.
Wellborn 85, one of the best teams that ever been around here.
You gonna point at the camera and say that?
Wellborn 85. Let me just say this. Wellborn 85. Now I don't take nothing from Oxford.
You can't never take nothing from Oxford.
No, let me finish. Alexandria, Wellborn, Montford, Oxford, and Cleveland County. 5 teams. 2 of them were 5A. 3 of them were 4A. Were probably 5 of the best teams in the state that year.
85.
85.
Okay. He said 85. Wellborn 85. Now, listen. He come down to F3 and he was doing a lot of talking about what they done now. And he said something about him beating up on Oxford.
They beat up on Oxford.
Huh?
They beat Oxford.
They beat Oxford in 85?
85.
Okay.
Oxford lost to Alexandria, Wellborn, and Cleveland County.
In 85?
In 85.
Okay, so listen. If you just gonna take whenever a team beat Oxford and live off that just 1 year, you can't. Even a wild wolf cannot eat off a deer for a whole 2 years. Sometimes the meat and bones, something got to go.
You ain't getting me down that
You
rabbit
ain't gonna sit here and eat off 1 year. 85. Did they beat Oxford in 86?
Even the years that Oxford.
87.
87.
88.
They didn't beat Oxford. 87. They didn't beat Oxford. But the years that Oxford won the state, Wellborn and Oxford were battles.
Yes.
So I'm not taking anything away from Wellborn. The ball just didn't bounce their way a lot.
Yeah.
And
you're right.
And Oxford probably win-loss record in that period of time you was just talking about was a little bit better. But I ain't taking nothing away from Wellborn. Wellborn had a really good football team in 85, and Cleet's not lying. 85 Wellborn beat Oxford.
Yeah.
And so I think they beat Oxford. They didn't beat Cleveland County because Cleveland County was undefeated till we beat them. So, and then Alexandria beat them.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, here, I'm going to put up 5 teams. Oxford, Alexandria won the state that year in 4A.
Okay.
Wellborn, Heflin and Montford, probably 5 of the better teams in the state that year.
Listen, I'm going to let you have that. And I agree with you on that. But what I'm telling you is don't you ever get on this TV and keep saying about somebody beating Oxford as much as you say that about a Wellborn team.
I just said Wellborn beat Oxford in 85.
That's all you need to say and cut it off. Because they ain't going to be beating. We ain't going to talk about people beating
Alexandria
Oxford.
beat Oxford in 85.
You got a lot. How many teams beat Montford in 85?
None.
You was undefeated.
Alexandria
We didn't play y'all.
Alexandria beat us. We beat them.
Oxford didn't play with Montford.
Oxford didn't play Montford.
All right. I done told y'all quit doing that.
I'm not saying Oxford would have beat Montford would have beat Oxford. I'm just saying
we didn't play
Oxford.
Okay.
You asked who beat Oxford.
Okay, but
I said Wellborn, Alexandria, Heflin, all 3 beat Oxford. You asked me who beat Oxford.
Well,
I'm answering.
You gonna keep saying it now. I ain't gonna keep asking.
But now I will say to Cleet Lloyd.
Cleet Lloyd come down there.
Cleet Lloyd, I'm telling Cleet Lloyd this. I'll tell you this. Wellborn probably had the best team in there.
Cleet Lloyd, That come from Buckethead. And I'm going to tell you this now. When we come to F3, I'll come down there telling no.
Did Alexander beat Oxford in '87?
Yes.
They did?
Yeah.
Alexander did?
Yeah. And Alexander got beat in '86.
They didn't beat him in '85. Alexander beat Oxford in '85 and '87?
No. We beat Alexander.
Was that the last time Oxford played?
Can I finish? Because you keep trying to cut me off.
No, I was asking.
You're chewing that chewing gum too fast. Let me finish what I'm saying. Alexander, we beat Alexander my junior year in Alexander. And that was been Wendell Kelly them senior year. My senior year, which they played us in Oxford, they beat us.
They beat y'all?
They beat us. You was at the game.
That's right. That's right. They did beat y'all.
You trying to be funny.
Somebody.
So that's why.
He called in 2 weeks ago.
Eric Thomas called in with that
called
smack.
in. I thought we got to call in about that game.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can lose, kids. Listen to me. As great as I am, we couldn't win every game. I still turned out perfect. Now he got problems. He wish he won every game. He just can't win every game.
Can't win them all.
And there's something wrong with him.
But let me say this. You got a glimpse of what you're fixing to get the rest of this football season?
Yes.
And you notice we put on our page, just pick one.
Pick
Buckhead
one.
and the King wasn't scared.
We
throwed ourselves out there.
Oh, yeah.
With the best of them.
Come on, baby.
I mean, we got
stats.
We don't put no cream puffs up.
No.
I mean, people are saying, well, you put yourself up with a tough one.
What you supposed to go up against?
I mean, you want me to put up against a cream puff?
You tough.
And the guy I put you up against was pretty doggone tough too.
He was a bad boy.
He was a bad boy.
But I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you're gonna be up there getting the little bubbles in the cup and blow your little bubble, you can't be on there. No, we don't have bubble blowers up there.
And let me
You're
go
some
ahead and
bad
put this out
boy.
there. There's no loser on Just Pick One.
No
loser on Just Pick One.
If you made that, if you got on the stage right there,
and ain't gonna
it's
be
a reason.
more. Look, we just having fun. I mean, there'll be a lot more.
It'll be a lot more. But you notice the guy you put me up against. If you go and pull up the Calhoun County all-county team,
I know he's right there.
He's right there with who they're right with him.
And y'all stats on stat pages are just like that.
That's right.
I mean,
and I missed 2 games.
It's funny how it's hilarious how, but I mean, yeah, there was some teams where some guys we put up, hey, some of them was blowaways, mine wasn't. I mean, but I didn't expect it because we got a lot of Alexander people that are on the show.
You'll be messing with the
You
Valley.
mess with that Who Dat team.
I'm messing with that Valley. Listen, man, they got music playing in my ear. I don't know about you. Is it time to go?
I think it's getting close to time for us shutting us down. You can't shut
Eric, if you cutting us off, you got music playing in my ear like it's time to go?
It ain't Motel 6. They ain't gonna keep the light on for us. Guys, listen, we won't be here next week.
That's right, vacation, baby.
Vacation time. Y'all enjoy it with family and friends.
Yeah.
And look, enjoy your independence. I mean, look, we live in the greatest country in the world. Sometimes it ain't. Sometimes it is. But let me just tell you, go somewhere else and find out if it's not.
Listen, y'all getting it from the king. God bless America. There it is right there, boy.
And we messed up sometimes, but hey, that's okay. We have fun straightening it out. Ain't no sense in being crazy, though.
Man, Randy Adams came on here and said some of us made all county in all 3 sports. Bad boy. I'm just saying, hey, that's my brother right there.
And he telling the truth.
My brother.
Telling the truth.
Hey, all I know is I'm going to bring.
Got ink.
He got ink.
Got ink. That's what I'm talking about. Got ink.
We're going to put you on front
That's
page.
another Mumford boy.
That's my brother.
And he played on the 85 Mumford team.
That's my brother. I don't consider him a Mumford.
And I will say, let me say this before we go off the air.
Go off. Yeah. Cut him off, Eric.
I wouldn't have been hurt my senior year.
Yeah.
That tandem that everybody talks about, these two, like the 3 pictures we had, that tandem in basketball would have been unbelievable. We'd have dominated.
I'm glad you got that in your head. Hey, guys.
Blue was already gone from Alexander, so that was a good
that's
thing.
A good thing. Hey, guys, thank y'all for tuning in with us, man.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Get ready for football because this doesn't get real.
Real.